Today I'm putting in an instant hot water dispenser. A lot of you guys have probably never heard of them. The way they work, they're like mini electric tanked water heaters that go underneath your sink. And it comes with also the spout here. So basically we've got a hole in the side of the sink here, and this is going to go down and get connected underneath to the water supply. Unfortunately, our water supply here, we have a 3/8 inch tube. We're going to need to connect that to the copper. So we're going to braze this together, reconnect it, and I'll show you how this thing works. It's really cool. Now what I'm going to do is just slide this little custom connector onto the end here, about an inch or so across, and then I'm going to pinch it just ever so slightly, just to keep it in place while I do my braze. You don't want to kink it or anything. Fill up that tiny little hole with braze. Now that we've got this all brazed up and ready to get connected to our water supply line, we can go ahead and drop this down the hole here, just like so. All these connections. Looks like a lot of connections, but it's actually quite easy. All right, we got our water connected, and we got the dispenser secured with the locking nut from underneath. So the next thing we need to do is mount our instant hot here. So we're gonna probably just put one screw in first. And hang it on that one, and now I can gauge where the next screw goes. Gotcha. 3 connections that go on the top. You got one that clicks there. I have no idea what these connections do after putting these things in for 17 years. Actually, I think this one goes on here. But I do know they all need to go on. Okay, before we plug in the dispenser, we need to fill the tank with water. So that's what it's doing down there. And here, it's filling up. You can also adjust the temperature on this thing. Leave it right where it's at though. Also unscrew the aerator so we don't clog up the screen with any debris. Okay, now that the tank is full of water, we can screw our aerator back on, and now we can plug this thing in. And we'll wait a few minutes, and we are going to have instant hot water. And with that, the installation is complete. You now have near boiling water out of this thing that you can use for tea, instant coffee, ramen soups, blanching vegetables, pretty much anything you can think of that you would need hot water for. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think this is great? Or would you rather use an electric kettle? If you want to check this one out, I'll link it on my Amazon store.